What is going on, everybody? I'm here at the Mystic. Wanted to give you guys an update of some of the stuff that I've been doing on the remodel. Unfortunately, I can't show you some of the action plays because my camera was dead and it wasn't charging, and I did not bring my media bag. So, because my Jeep was so stuffed with construction materials that I could not fit another thing. But I threw the camera on the charger overnight, and then it eventually just started picking up a charge, and so now it's working. So now I'm going to give you an update, so at least I can give you that. So let's start with the deck that I did. We got a little music going on at the fishing club behind me, where I'm here at Lorelei, or at Islamorada Yacht Basin. They got the fishing club behind us. Awesome building, and ladies playing some music there. Sounds awesome. So the deck, you can see it on top. Did it for two reasons. One, it looks pretty cool and looks nice, but it gives us, let me walk over here, gives me some kind of an insulation factor, a shade factor. So deck came out pretty good, looks pretty nice. Sun hits it, it's not hot. It's that composite board, fake wood looking stuff. I don't know the name brand. They have so many different ones. I got it from a dock place by me in Hernando. It was the best bang for the buck. The guy said it's better than the stuff they sell at Home Depot. It's 100% composite, it'll never rot. The reason I did it, see this 1.5 inches of shade that it's providing? That's why I like it. Because, and I'll give you a quick tour look of what I did. I got to do a little cleaning up of some of the stuff, but yeah, that's why I did it. So inside the boat, I was getting temperature readings of, like 96 degrees, literally, with the heat gun on the inside of the roof in the heat of the day like we are right now. So, and part of the reason we're remodeling this boat, we're not just remodeling this boat because we want to make it nice, which we are. We're also remodeling it in an effort to make it more efficient. That's why we're doing the solar, we're doing the insulation board in the walls because there was no insulation. We're doing a lot of stuff like that also. So every step of the way we're trying to do stuff like that deck that I just showed you to make it better. And I'll show you with the heat gun a couple of things we did. So let's look at this. Right now we're getting a reading of 88 degrees. This is a section of the wall that hasn't been insulated yet. And now we're to like 81 degrees. 88, 81. So that's the savings of like, say 7 degrees on the wall. Now up here in the ceiling, 84 degrees, and we were at like 96, 82, 84, 85. So let's call it 10, 11 degrees savings there. We're 7 degrees savings in the wall. Over here, we're like 86 degrees. Down below here, this is where I insulated down below and did that fiberglass board. That was reading like 92 to 93 degrees. So yeah, every little bit counts, and I'll get into what I did. I don't know if you looked at it. For those of you guys, for the ones that didn't see the video before or haven't been part of this process, the paneling and the boat before went all the way to the ground. So we took all this out. That was just bare fiberglass down there. We insulated it, and this is the fiberglass shiny board that I put in there, and that's what it's going to look like now. Here's a picture with the original paneling before I took it off the walls, leaving the exposed raw fiberglass, and now you'll see the exposed raw fiberglass that I was talking about before I put the insulation and fiberglass panel. Here's some of the framing that I did. I haven't finished it off yet because I have to run my electric, and then I'm going to put some electrical boxes where I'm going to have plugs. I'm going to put a plug there, and a plug back there. On the opposite side, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put a plug there, and we're also going to put a plug back there. And then I will finish it off on the side with whatever trim, wood, cosmetic. That's how I'm going to do that. Then it'll be finished off, and it'll run right to that fiberglass board that I did there, and it'll be all nice and finished. On the wall, we're going to do a tongue and groove up here, like a whitewash, and then like a dark brown, and then a natural tone wood that's going on the board. Those boards are going on the wall. That's going to look really nice. And then did a little bit more work on opening this up. There's the stairs. Before, you guys seen them, they were just like, I kind of stained them and polyurethaned them, painted that white to kind of give an idea what that's going to look like. I wish I was filming, because I put a holding tank in there. There was a water tank. Now it's a holding tank for the septic. And I replaced this board because this was a soft spot. And I'll get down here and show you why I wish I was filming, because this is the other side of the tank. And I measured this in between the stringers, right? Whatever it was like 19 3/4 inches. I got this tank, found this tank specifically for this spot. I was so excited. Like, that tank's gonna fit perfect. And it did. And I got in here and I slid the tank in. It barely fit into place. I was so excited. I went to slide the tank back. Boom, nothing. And the tank had to go back, because when I put the lines going from the head from the toilet and the other one going to the pump out side, the tank has to be that far back, because the lines can't be that close, because they'll be coming into this area where we're stepping. I went to slide it back, boom. Well, back further, the stringers are thicker, so I had to cut the stringers open and wider, and then refiberglass it. So yeah, there was that turned into a project which I thought was going to be literally a 5-minute ordeal, turned into like a 4-hour ordeal. But it's all fiberglass now and done right. What else did I do? That was about it. Mostly it was finishing off this stuff down here, making this look right. A lot of tedious stuff, finishing off the floor, because before, you guys didn't see, like, the floor was open. I finished that off with wood, just starting to make it look nice. So the goal is to bring the salon and finish the salon off, and then I will migrate up to the galley and make that operational, ordering new cabinets. This window is going to be replaced with a whole other project, because that window leaks. It's a horrible design. It's a sliding glass door type window that sits at an angle. So every time it rains, water collects in that bottom tray, eventually milks into there and seeps into there, and eventually drips down. Impossible to stop. Why they designed it that way? So it's gone. I'm building a new frame, building a new fiberglass wall with wood, and then ordering 2 new windows that are going to fit. That's what that tape is, to mimic the windows that I ordered already. But it's going to still be a frame that comes out, because I need to have that opening to pop out for, like, when I order and get cabinets here, because they won't fit through the sliding glass door. So I need to have that hole able to open. So that's going to be a little bit of a trick. So that'll be a neat project. But that's about it. That's what I did so far, guys. I wanted to give you an update. Some of the other things I've been efficiency. Oh, one of my subscribers, I can't remember his name though, mentioned in the comments about ordering new windows. And that was a really good idea, and I am looking into it. Made a call to the company. They never really got back to me. They make custom windows, and I'll show you. Look at this. So what are we at? 85. Look at this. 110. So they make double pane windows. So great idea on recommending that. So anybody else has any other ideas, shoot them to me. If they're I'll take all the ideas I get. Definitely gonna look into that. The mini split system that I'm ordering, at first I was looking at putting a wall mount one, which I was gonna mount one right there, and then maybe one over here, like tuck it up there by that window. Now I think I'm gonna do an air handler type mini split because I have the room, and I'm gonna run the ductwork. I think I can hide the ductwork and put vents throughout the boat, which will be a lot more, that'll be a lot more nicer looking. What else? Hot water heater. I'm getting a 20 gallon is what I decided on. Single element 20 gallon, and I'm going to run that off my solar. Got a Renogy solar system, 7.6 something kilowatt, and I'm gonna run the hot water heater off that. I'm gonna run the fridge off that, and then the other 12 volt stuff, which is just like a few lights. The toilet in the head, that's gonna run off that. It's gonna be a freshwater toilet that's gonna be in the head. There'll be additional outlets, like maybe 1 or 2 outlets here in the galley, and then 1 or 2 outlets in the salon area for if we were to lose power. And then that's why I have the hot water heater running off that. So if we lose power for a day or two or for a couple hours, the boat will still be pretty efficient. The water tanks that I took out down there, they're going to go in the motor compartment, because once this whole project's done, I'm taking the motors out and I'm going to put an outboard on it, and those water tanks will be back there to offset the weight of that coming out, so the boat doesn't sit wonky. Somebody told me they don't think the boat will sit wonky. I think it probably will, but I'm going to have the water tanks back there, and I'll hook a 12 volt pump system to that, because if we do have an off-grid type system, hurricane, whatever, we'll have, you know, 80, 100 gallons of water back there that we could utilize that if we don't have a water setup. So I like that idea anyways. That's the update, guys. I just wanted to give you a quick rundown of what I did. Sorry I couldn't have any action shots, but like I said, the camera wasn't. Next time, I'll be down there a lot more. I think I'll gonna start doing some actual finish work, which is gonna start looking like something. I found a couch that's gonna fit down there, and it gives it like an inch or 2 on each side. It's a sectional that goes down there, and over there it's a chase lounge. In the middle it's just a regular seat, and then over there it's a recliner, power recliner, and then I'll have the plugs on each side. So that's going to be a pretty awesome setup, and then the TV is going to be here. Yeah, it's coming along. It's going to be nice when they actually start getting some finish work on the walls down there, so it doesn't look like such a refugee boat. But there's still a lot of you know, running the water lines and the electric, and it's just going to take time. But it's got to, I want to do it right. But that's it, guys. If you've got any ideas, man, about making this efficient, let me know, man. Every time I talk to somebody comes, you know, sometimes it's not the greatest idea, but a lot of times I'm picking up some good stuff. So that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Just a quick update, and I'll be back here in a couple weeks hitting it hard again, and we'll see you on the next one. Salty Bushwhacker, it's a way of living.